On, guys? Welcome to an early edition of the weekly live stream. I usually do Sunday night charts, but we're doing Saturday night charts tonight because the market is doing something big. And tomorrow night, I'm not going to be doing a live stream. This is a replacement for it. I wanted to go ahead and get you some information. So, welcome to the channel, guys. Glad you're here. We're going to look in depth at the Bitcoin chart, see from an Elliott wave perspective where it's headed. We're going to look at Ethereum, XRP, ADA. Those are the top 4 charts that I'm going to watch. And then I don't know that I'll take any chart requests tonight, guys, but that'll give you a good overview. I might look at a couple other ones that are decent. Sol has been moving. Matic has been moving. The dot chart is pretty interesting, so I might look at some of those as well. Probably won't take a bunch of requests, guys. We don't have the energy for it. However, I will look in depth and give you some analysis here on Bitcoin. So let me know if audio and video is good. Actually, I don't have any video here. Let me turn. Do you guys want to see me or not? Let me know. I could turn me on or leave me off. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know, baby. Jabbo, good to see you. Nanook, good to see you. Glad you guys are here. All right, audio and video is good. Do we need my picture in the bottom corner? What's up, Jay? BTC Belly, come on, man. Don't be unkind to me. Hey, Virginia, Johnny, English, what's up? All right, I'll turn me on here. Probably doesn't matter, but I'll. Not working very well. It's just gonna be live streaming it without the video for whatever reason. It's not working, and I don't think I can get it up easily. Yep, she's not coming up. I'll try one thing very quickly. We'll remove that. Yeah, remove it. Yep, not going to be able to do it, guys. So sorry. So sorry. All right, anyway. Hey, Kyle. Hey, welcome to the channel. Kyle, nice to meet you, buddy. Glad you're here. I am an Elliott wave trader, so we're going to look primarily at Elliott wave and RSI tonight. Some basic support resistance. We'll just do some heavy TA, see where this wave is going. Okay? All right, guys, let's jump into the charts. Thanks for joining me, all 59 of you. We'll see how many we get tonight. All right, so let's don't be surprised, but guys, what you need to know is an hour and a half ago, the daily candle close. Okay, so mark your calendars. Central Standard Time at 7 p.m. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The candle closes for the daily candle closes, and you're always going to have what we call in our group shenanigans around the daily candle close. You're going to have shenanigans and a lot of play. You're going to have basically stop hunts. It'll go down or up, be a lot of volatility for the first couple of hours, usually after the day until it starts trending. So a lot of times, hey, what's up, Dragonfly Carry? What's up? What is up? Where's my cool face? I don't think I can get it up really easily, guys. Sorry about that. Here, let me try one more thing. My cool face. That's funny. Let's try one thing really quick. Dun, 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 dun. There I am. All right, looks like I can get it on there, guys. Looks like I can get my face on there. You should be able to see me now. There I am in all my glory. Let me know if the picture's good. Hey, what's up, Jay Bird? Yeah, tell you what, Elliott Wave is great to learn, Jay Bird. So all the time and energy you put into it, well worth it. All right. Anyway, what was I saying? You guys can see me now. You're good to go. All right. So So anyway, you're going to get daily shenanigans around the daily close around it's 8 p.m. Eastern time, okay, U.S. time. That's GMT. Jay, what time is that? That was an hour and a half ago. Jay, Crypto Fever. What was that? That was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. 1 a.m. for you, Jay. Is that right for the daily close? So I'm looking, and I've been looking at this idea here, guys, as this was a possibly a leading diagonal, okay? Because there's no real way to count this, guys, really well, okay? Unless you make it a leading diagonal. Otherwise, it just looks. Yeah, the book on Elliott is going to be Elliott Wave Principle by Frost and Prechter. But guys, I've got free videos on all you need to know about Elliott, or at least the major stuff you need to know about Elliott. It's in my playlist, or you can come into the Discord and I'll teach you with videos. Excuse me. All right, so anyway, with that said, this could be a leading diagonal. I'm having a really hard time counting that any other way, which would put it as a one wave to the downside, guys. It would put it as a one wave to the downside. We have broken out of structure here. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart just for a minute. Man, my chart is messy as all get out. It'll get clear here in a minute, but here, let me get rid of this right there. Boom. Got rid of that. Let me get rid of this other count right there. Boom, done. Yeah, you can see right here we got a touch, a touch, a touch, a touch here. We broke through. Now we've retested our trend line, guys, and I think we're going to get a rejection off of this. And my count basically here, the big move I'm looking for is a down move. The move you just got is possibly a fake out to the upside. We're going to talk about it. I'm not saying it is or isn't right now, but we're at the critical moment right now where the market could go up, could go down. I'm going to give you my projections as to where I think it'll go if it goes up, where I think it'll go if it goes down, okay? We never know where the market's going to go, but what we do as Elliott Wave traders is we take known structures that we see, we try to identify those structures, and then we look at what's being made, and we make projections as to what structures could be made. The other night, I don't know if you guys caught the video, but the move that we got the other night was a flat, and man, I nailed it. Like, I mean, just because you could see those structures, and we nailed that trade in our group. Even though it went up a little higher than we expected, the market always does stuff we don't expect, right? We just try to trade within the scheme of what's going on. So, anyway, with that said, I got a cough here, guys. Give me 1 second. So with that said, guys, that's what Elliott Wave does. We simply take structures and we make high probability. We give high probability ideas for where the market might be going based on those structures. Now, and we trade. The key that makes Elliott good is we trade with low risk. We trade with high probability, low risk setups, guys, that keep us out of trouble because there is no system that works 100%. But Elliott gives you the most defined projections out of everything I've ever learned. It is worth your time and energy learning it. And if you don't understand it, and if tonight it looks like I'm just drawing a bunch of lines on the chart, really it's going to kind of look like that, but it's not. I'm actually drawing lines quickly, showing you projections of waves very quickly without taking a lot of time. And not spending hours trying to explain why every move would be like it is. But I'm applying Elliott Wave, okay? So with that said, let's jump in now. And so the ultimate count that I'm watching right now that I would like, my count that I would really like to be true and correct is that this right here is just a big A, B, and a C. And it's finished. It's done. Okay, and with that being done, we've got a one wave to the downside. This wave that we just got was the two wave or the second wave, and we're looking for a wave like this to the downside. A fairly big move that's going to go down this deep at least, a minimum of 3 waves here. Boom, 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 like this. Looking for a 1-to-1 extension of this wave. So that's my primary count, guys, and I'd really like to see that play out. Whether it will play out, time is only going to tell. But let's look and see. What we now do is, now that we have a general idea of where we think the price may go if it goes to the downside and the general count, what we want to do is look at the smaller structure on the chart and see if there's any smaller structures that support that that with a sub count that makes sense. Okay, so let's see if the small time frame counts support that move to the downside. So what would we expect? Well, number one, we would have to count this first wave with 5 waves. Now, I'm not a giant fan of my count here. Okay, but I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of counts that make a lot of sense of this wave unless you call it a leading broadening wedge, which is a leading diagonal in Elliott wave. It's 5 waves. Every wave it's a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, so that's my first wave. So that means the next wave needs to be 3 waves to the upside. So let's see if we can get a 3-wave move out of this right here, retrace. Okay, the first thing, I've pulled the fibs here to project where we're going. If we go down in 3 waves, we got 1 wave there, that's the second wave. Looking for a 3rd wave move, probably down to the structure right over here. Looking for anywhere between, in our corrective fibs, we're going to watch this territory first. If we blow through it, guys, oh man, oh man, oh man, it's on like Donkey Kong to the downside. However, if we come down here to this corrective pocket that we call it, between the 1-to-1 extension and the 1618 extension, and we find a reversal pattern there, we may be going for a moon boy count to the upside, or simply just a corrective wave that's going to retrace 50 to 60% of that wave with continuation to the downside to follow, like so. Okay, now that's basically what we're looking at. So really, that's way in advance. This is days and maybe weeks in advance, all this stuff. So really, we don't care about that. All we care about right now, but that's kind of where we're heading. Okay, that's kind of where we're heading, big picture. But what we need to focus in on for trading right now, because we're at a critical minute right now, right this very minute is a critical moment for the market, whether it's going to go up or down, okay? And I'm ignoring the chat. Forgive me, please. I apologize if I am. But I'm doing so just so I can get the information to you quickly, because we might be getting a pretty decent big move to the downside, especially if we get an engulfing candle within the next hour or two. So anyway, we're going to talk about downside and upside, but the price here, just so you know, we're going to watch price if it comes, okay, number one, if it comes down, we're going to watch price between 45,000 and 42,000, okay, in that pocket, 45 to 42. So if I pop a little price tag on the screen between there and between there, that's going to be our pocket. And you'll notice I've got this little thing, this little box right here. That's what I call liquidity box. Okay, that's where I draw the bottom of waves there, just to kind of give a, so 43 to 44K is a likely area to target. Now the current wave that's coming down right now looks to be corrective on the 1 minute time frame. So I haven't gotten that small yet, but we're heading that direction. So if this is going to be correct, this wave is 5 waves the way I've counted it, okay? I don't know how to count that any other way than 5 waves. This is not, it doesn't look like 3 waves at all. I can't get a 3-wave move out of that. The only thing I can get is a leading diagonal 5-wave move, which tells me this really needs to be a 3-wave move that's just extended, okay, and it's extended pretty deep. Let's look at that wave now on the smaller time frame, okay? The other thing, before I go to the smaller time frame, let's just note, for the sake of noting it here, we have this trend line right here on the 4-hour chart on the RSI here. If we break through it to the upside in the 4-hour, that's bad news for a bear count. That's good news for a bull count, which we'll get involved in the bullish count in just a minute, okay? So if that just bear with me because I want to talk about the bear count. Bear with me. See what I did there? See what I did there? Shoot me a super chat if you want me to stop with the dad jokes. I'll stop with the dad jokes if I get at least $100 super chats. Otherwise, tonight's going to be a dad joke pun night. Oh, Nelly. Where are my Twizzlers? All right, here we go. More dad jokes. Okay, if you want more dad jokes, then you got to super chat me and say more dad jokes. Whoever gives the most money. I'm totally joking, guys. Not really. Send me money. No. Just playing. No, yes, no. Devil's on the side. One wants money. One said, give it for free, Jim. All right. That guy's crazy. Came here for crypto and he's giving me crazy. All right. Anyway, all right, here we go. So 3-wave move. We need this if this is 5 waves. So that's a big question mark right there. Am I right with that interpretation? Is that 5 waves? Okay. So yeah, I think it really is plausible that that's 5 waves as a diagonal. That means this wave right here has to be, must be, can't be anything other than 3 waves. Okay. This right here, what am I drinking? It is Mr. Dixon. This is Diet 7-Up. Okay, so that has to be 3 waves. Let's go into the small time frame and look and see if it's 3 waves. Oh, I like this move, guys. That's looking really good. That's starting out to be appearing impulsive. But let's look at this 3 waves. So this is the part that I nailed the other night, guys. I basically said looking for a down move, then an up move. But then I thought we were going down from here, to be honest with you. And when we got this wave, I was really excited. And then we got stopped out once it started going up. So we got stopped out on that trade. No big deal. We don't hit every trade, but we hit a lot of them for sure. But this one, the way I'd count this is a flat right here, and then another flat there. Okay? And so that's a 3-3. In other words, it began with a 3 wave. I got a second 3 wave, and now I'm looking here for a 5 wave move. Okay, 5 wave move. So the question is this 5 waves? Well, possibly. You could count it something like this: 1, 2. All of this is the 3rd wave. There's 4, and we're getting the 5th wave right now. That's a possibility. Now, unfortunately, the big problem with that wave is that it's just much too, it's much too deep. It's come past the 2618, and that's kind of getting beyond the extension and the look of the wave that we want to see. Okay. So, in other words, it's just gotten extended beyond what we're comfortable with. I really wanted the price to start coming down here impulsively if we were going to be coming down. So, the bad part about this count here, just being interpreting it as a 3-wave flat, is this wave right here has just gotten us too extended. If this comes down, the problem with it is that this 3 waves. But Bitcoin does that. Guys, I'll show you another place on the chart that topped out in 3 waves if you want to see it. Right here, we topped out in 3 waves right there and then came on down. So Bitcoin does whatever it wants to. It doesn't follow Elliott wave rules, guys. And that's important to understand. Elliott is an attempt to categorize and follow the pattern seen, and we have rules, but the market doesn't play by rules. My take is that this was just a stop hunt of the high, that this was about finished here. Too many people going short. They came and stopped it out, and now they're going to come down to the downside. That's my take on it, but we'll talk about the bullish count in just a minute. Right now, again, we're looking at the bearish side of things. But it's one negative strike against this is this has gotten kind of extended and it looks beyond a 3-wave move. But I've seen that happen, so we're not in the woods yet necessarily underwater on our 3-wave count. Now, what else could this be? I mean, or we need it to start coming down now if it's going to come down. Okay. Now let's look at the smaller time frame and let's look at the current wave being made, just because I want to do some small time frame analysis right here. This looks very 3-wave-ish right there, but it also is extended probably to the 1618. Sure enough is. Okay, so you see how this wave started to look impulsive to the downside. Sorry about that. Let's try again. Started to right here, but it stopped right here at the 1618. Okay, and now it seems to be reversing back to the upside. If it continues on this path, this was simply a 3-wave pullback, and we're going to get another move to the upside, which is likely. Okay, when you see a wave stopping right on the 1618 with some engulfing candles that follow it, very likely move that this is actually a decent long entry right here. If you wanted to go long, this is a good area to think about going long. Where's your stop? Well, your stop is just right underneath here. If it comes back and takes that out, you're out of the trade, and the stop is very close. So that's one of the ways we would trade that. This looks like a 3-wave pullback, a nice entry for a long right there if you wanted to go long. Again, the stop is very close. This is 3 waves. It came down to corrective fibs and it's given us some engulfing candles, and we go up. Now, it could still go down. In other words, this may just be what we call a wave, a sub wave that's going to end up coming down. If it gives us a continuation, then the direction of the wave should be down, because if the wave continues beyond the 1618 with any real depth, it's more likely that wave is an impulse wave, and we're looking to the downside. So. Yeah, great question, AOL. Man, I haven't used AOL in a minute, right? But am I always such a bear prioritizing the bear counts? No. When I'm looking at however, when I'm looking at the larger time frame, and the next count that gets invalidated, or the next count to be validated, is a bear count, we start with the bear. If the chart was pointing to the bull side first, I would be a bull and I'd be looking at the bullish count. But right now, and yes, misplaced, I did learn TA in a bear market, but again, I've got a chart that's showing me downside potential, and I'm going to hold on to that, okay, until that's invalidated. Guys, listen, if you were in my Discord, you'd know the truth of this one. But down at the bottom, I said something very similar here at the let me go down here, when everybody was bearish as sin. Jim Pierce was not bearish down here at all. I was a moon boy. I was a bull boy, moon boy. I was a moon boy big time down here. And during this wave right here, boom, boom, all this stuff right in here, I remained bullish. And I kept telling my people, guys, I cannot turn to bearish until this count gets invalidated. And I had a count, and I kept saying it over and over and over. Boom, boom. If this breaks this low, we still could fly up for a flat. So you got to know, guys, this could totally be this bullish. So I was super bullish down here. I was not bearish. I was making bull videos. I was saying we got a big move to the upside coming, real potential. So anyway, so right down here, I was bullish. But guys, right here, I need to be bearish because the chart is bearish. Okay, that's the next count. That gets invalidated. My bear count gets invalidated if we come up and break this high. Okay, so right now my bearish count says this is a 5-wave move to the downside. Excuse me, 5-wave move to the downside with a 3-wave pullback. That's kind of sketchy, okay? Now, this 3-wave pullback does look a little sketchy, but here's my thing. I think it's designed to look a little sketchy. To get FOMO boys and moon boys to be buying at $50,000. Okay, thinking, oh, we're going to go up, we're going to go up to all these numbers. I think whales are going to be selling in this area. We're at key resistance areas. We're at the 618 fib here. So, I mean, there's a good chance we see a third wave to the downside. Even if we go up after that, Elliott wave structure generally said we need 3 waves down here, guys, before we go up. So it's a high likelihood, guys, that we go down from here. Okay, now, is it going to? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm simply saying wave structure is kind of demanding. I've got a break of this trend line with a retest of it, and that's historically very bearish here. When we break the trend line, retest it, that's historically on Bitcoin very bearish. Take you back over here on the chart, and you can see whenever we break trend lines. Here, let me get some of the crap off my screen here, and I'll show you. Okay. We broke the trend line, retested it, down we go, okay? We broke it. We didn't even retest it there on that one because that was the top. Top. I mean, but here, right there. We broke through. See that? Touch, right there. Broke through, retested, came on down, okay? So we've got that situation here where we got the break, we got the retest. Now it could go right back up, and the break could be a false break. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches here. Okay, we had a pullback. I mean, we had a breakthrough. We're getting the retest again. I got a lot of reason to think we're going down here. Okay, again, so that's why I'm starting, because I'm a little biased to the downside because I think we need a third wave and I'm looking for it. However, they're making it kind of hard with this current wave because of the shape. But it started out very correctively down here, and now it's and it went for a C wave impulse. We have gone past the 618 retrace, and we're hitting the 786 right now. Yeah, we hit the 786. That's pretty deep. So yeah, so this doesn't bode well for a great count, but I've seen worse counts to end a wave. Let's go back to this wave right here. Let's look at that wave for a minute. Let's go down to the small time frame on that. Let's 2-minute time frame, and I'll just show you that wave just for a second. That's ugly as sin, and it ended with 3 waves. Right here, guys. Look how this one ended. We had 3 waves, ugly as sin. Looked like we were getting the reversal. Nope. We had another 3 waves up. Looked like we were getting the reversal. Nope. 3 waves up again, and then we tanked. Okay? So that was super ugly in there. Did not finish with 5 waves like you expect it to, but yet we came down. Okay? So that's kind of what I think is going on right here, guys. That we have one of these 3 waves that are just stop hunting the high, and we're going to end up coming down. Okay? So if this wave starts with an impulse, that's going to be good news for my bear count. So that's where I am right now. That's where I am right now. Yeah, flat to 46, 44, 43 is possible as well. Nanook is kind of maybe what I'm looking at, possibly. Yeah, but this right here, maybe a flat, may not be. But yeah, that could be, or it could be a reversal on the larger time frame. So yeah, I mean that's possible. This could be a flat even to 48 down here, 5 waves down here, 3, 3, 5, and then continuation. Okay. I'm still biased, guys. I think we're going to get a larger move to the downside. Here's what I think. If you want to know what I think, if you care, here's what I think. I think we're going to get a big move down, okay? And what I believe this ultimate big move down is just going to be coming down here, okay? And this is going to be a 4th wave of the entire move, okay? It might be simple like that, but it got complex with all this stuff over here. But it might simply just be a 4th wave move right there. And then after that, we're going to go up and make a higher high with Bitcoin for the first part of September. We're going to have a rally in the first week or 2 of September. Okay? That's what I believe is going to happen. And it's going to rally for a couple of weeks and take us up to maybe even to break the all-time highs. And this is going to be a 5-wave impulse off the bottom. First time I've shared this particular count. I'm going to remove all my drawings there. There we go. So, and basically what I'd be saying here is this is 1. Come on. This is a 1 and a 2. This is 3. Looking for 4 right here. I want to see the 4th finish. And we're going to get an extended 5th. I want to see an extended 5th wave that comes and breaks this high. Where would it go if we get an extended 5th and we get the 4th like I'm looking for? Let's see what I think. And this is actually a bullish count. A bullish count right here. Let's talk about it. But it puts us going down first in a relatively big move. Come on. Okay, I like that. I like this area right there. Okay, let's measure the overall large move from there to there. Bottom of that wave looks good. Let's see. Let's get the 382 here. Right, come on. .382's down here. It may get that low. It may extend that low. That's possible. Totally possible. There's a 382. I like that. Let's put it down here. Find support right there and right there. Good deal. And then we get this big extended wave. Not extended as I wanted to see it. maybe just up here to the all-time high. Okay, so anyway, so that's an idea, but that's way far away. Okay, again, that's way far away. Let's go back, small time frame. Just work on this current wave, watch it being developed. Now, let me give you the bull count from here. Okay, let me give you the bull count from here. The bull count from here says that's a one wave. This is two. Now that's a sketchy one wave. I'll be honest with you, it looks more like three waves. That's a sketchy one. But this is two. Okay, and now we're going up to make 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 2. We need to get up here probably for 3, 4, 5, something like that. I mean, it could be here at the 1618, but as big as that is, I would think it needs to get up here, extended a lot further than that, a lot higher. And so what that would be, that would force the issue here. This would be a three-wave. This would be a three-wave count. I have no idea what that would be because it's super, super ugly. Yeah, I have no. Here's the count. Here's the count. This is a really ugly count here. But what if that's three waves right there, and we got boom, boom, boom. That was the end of a really running flat right there. A 3, a big old 3 there in the middle with a 5 wave, and now we're going up for the next impulse wave. That is the bullish count. Okay. That's the only way I can make sense of these wave structures here, okay, and be bullish. So that means I've got a 1, 2 right here. This is the bottom of something. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, getting the fifth wave right here. Pull the fibs on that guy. Looks good. Come on, get off my screen. Get off my screen. Sorry I'm ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to get some information quickly to everybody. Bullish count, extended fifth wave, puts us up here at 51,342. All right, and you know what that is, guys. If that's 51,342, that is the 618 retrace. That gets us up to the 618 tonight, guys. So let's go in the smaller time frame here. Well, I mean, it's going to be larger time frame. Let me show you. We got the 618 retrace. Boom, right there. That count that I just gave you puts us right there at the 618 almost perfectly with a perfection that looks amazing. Look at that right there. 618 retrace. Boom. What would the count be? Well, here's the count. Ugly as sin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't like that. Ending diagonal. Don't like that. I don't like that count at all. I have no idea what the count would be. The overall count. It's in the middle of an impulse wave, which may start going parabolic. That may be the part of the Moon Boy count where it just goes parabolic on you. Nate, the market doesn't have to do anything, right? So does it have to follow? No. But does Elliott wave theory usually explain the wave? Yes. The hard part is when you only have part of the wave made. The hard part, it's an art form. Seeing what you have and then determining what is to come. That's the art form, and that's all we're doing. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, it's just, and I'm just practicing the art in front of you guys, thinking, brainstorming, looking at the analysis, trying to say, okay, where is this wave going? What could it be doing? You know, what are the possibilities? And that's all. That's all that's going on right now. Um, Excuse me, one second. I got a cough again. Okay. So having fun, nerding out on Elliott waves with you guys. Let's go back to this wave again. Let's look on small time frame. What's going on with this wave right here? I love to look at small time frames and count the waves on the very small time frames to figure out where it's heading. Okay, so what I do is I go to the 30-second chart as the chart's being formed, and I track that sucker, and I do that so that I have the earliest advance notice as to what I think might be going on here. So we got a three-wave move to the 1618. Is this a correction to the upside, and now we're getting ready to go down with continuation, or is it going to continue up? That's so what I'm looking for. It gives me something to look for right now. So this could be a right here. Boom. Okay, this could be a three-wave. Excuse me. Try that again. Yeah, this could be a three-wave move correcting this. Okay. That could be three waves correcting that, and we might be going up from there. Okay, so that's A, or 1, 2, and then this is 3 if it goes up from here. But if it comes down and breaks this low, then I'm going to look at this as the three-wave correction, and this is 1, 2 to the downside. And so it just depends on where this wave starts going from here. Do we break low, or do we break this high? And that's going to give me something to really, really, go long or short on. Okay, I'm already short right now, expecting a downward movement, but it may not come. The RSI is pretty. Let's see what the RSI is telling us. Yeah, the RSI in the 15-minute got pretty overbought here, guys, with hidden, with actually bearish divergence, not hidden divergence, but bearish divergence. Come on, right there in the 15-minute, right there. Okay. But you also you get divergence like that on a flat. So I know that a flat could do this: 3 down, 3 up, and then we get 5 down like this. We get 5 waves down, and then it would go up from there. But it also could just start plummeting down to the abyss, breaking Elliott structures there and continuing down, like I showed you in this wave right here. Okay, we traded this wave right here. I was thinking at the time, this was 3, that's 3, we're going to get 5, and we're looking to maybe take profit there and look and see if it goes short. But it kept going, so we kept the trade alive all the way down. We just let it go because the trade was telling us to hold on to the trade. So I'm wondering if we're getting the same type of structure on the top here, guys, where we got this 3-wave move on the top. We had a 3-wave down, we had a 3-wave up, and then it just plummeted down to the downside. Okay, that's what I'm watching out for right now. The same kind of play, just on a larger wave. We got 3 down, we got 3 up, and now could it just start plummeting to the downside? Yes, it can. And if it does, my downside count will be validated, and we'll be looking for those 43K targets, at least 43K. So that's really what's at stake right here, guys. Yeah, I'm a day trader, guys. I trade small time frames. I trade the 1 hour and down and below. But my analysis on this small time frame will help you who are trading large time frames, guys, to know what the wave might be doing and where it's going. Because we already started on the larger time frame, guys. My main count right now has us going 1, 2 to the downside, and then we need a 3rd wave down. So this is an area, if that count is correct, to take profit. Right where we are is a good profit-taking area, especially if we're going down here, and then you can buy back around 43K if it's going to go up, if it looks like it's going to go up, or hold that sucker short, or stay in cash until it finds a bottom. Okay? So I don't trade with stop losses at a price. Um, um, what I do is I trade when the structure, I stop it when the structure breaks. In other words, when I have no longer a reason why to believe it's going short, I'll stop that trade. That's why I look at the smaller time frames. Okay. Perspective changer. But if you consider that as a flat, how do you count the previous low that consolidated before the impulse? Yeah, well, that flat, that previous low that consolidated before the impulse were the three waves that made up A and B of the flat. And you're gonna perspective changer. Tell me what time frame you're talking about, and what price area are the consolidation you're talking about, please, if you don't mind. Now, while you're doing that perspective changer, I'm going to go over to Ethereum. My next trick is that I've kind of exhausted the wave structure analysis on the small and large time frame. Yeah, I mean misplaced. Yeah, it broke out of this structure because that wave is finished. It created a three-wave pullback, and now I expect it to continue down. So yeah, I know what you're saying, but again, Elliot looks at the waves from a very different perspective. You think it's good to short now? I don't give that kind of advice, but I will tell you what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, I'll look at that for you, perspective changer. What I'm doing, Michael, man, I'll tell you what I'm doing, and I'm currently short right now, but that doesn't mean I'm not ready to flip long at a proper place to take a proper long trade if and when it presents itself. But I'm not convinced right now of the long side of things. I have given a long count. But that's not our. If you want to learn how to trade and know if it's a good place to take a trade or not, Mike, I'd be glad to teach you all that I know about trading in the Discord. That's what I do there. CMOS, yeah, I know it looks bullish to you. Every time you get a three-way pullback like this, it looks bullish, especially when the C wave is so impulsive and extended. But you got to understand that at 65K, when Bitcoin was at 65K, guys, I mean, it was looking bullish to people, but I was screaming bearish. I was screaming this is going down, and in these ranges here, we were bearish down here, but everybody else was screaming. So you got to realize that, of course, it looks bullish at the top of a wave. Of course it does. Why? Because they need you guys buying. They need you, the market makers and the exchanges and the whales need you to buy them as they're selling. They need to sell to somebody, and so they manipulate the waves at the very top to get you FOMOing in at the top. And you just got to learn, guys. I've got a wave structure here that says we're finished. To me, it says we're finished. So just be careful, okay, guys? Be careful. The Discord is Mike is for my Patreon supporters. Everybody who joins the Patreon as a supporter enters gets the rest of August, which is only 4 days or 3 days now, but you get the rest of August free. In other words, you don't have to pay for August at all. But and I'll refund your money. But Patreon will bill. Patreon does all the billing. I don't do anything about that, and they bill on the first of the month. So when you join Patreon, they will bill you for the first month, and then they will bill you at the second. On the first of they'll bill you. They bill you when you join, and they bill you on the first of the month. And so I'll refund that second payment when they bill everybody on the first of the month, and that's that way. I'll give you the rest of the month for free. But you can join now and I do daily lives every day. I do 2 a day. We've got educational materials teaching you how to trade, but it's not a place where you're just going to come and get signals, guys. It's a place to come and learn how to trade. So I just want to be honest about what the Discord is. I do have a signal and setup group, but anyway, yep. I'm not going to take many requests there for charts right now, guys. I'm just going to keep giving the TA here and talk about trading. And I'm not here to plug necessarily my Discord, but I did want to mention that, okay, that those of you, I do have a Discord. It's educational and support. It's trading support. So I'm here to teach you to trade and to manage your risk well and teach you Elliott Wave. So anyway, all right. So be careful being too bullish up here. I've got wave structure that's pointing to the downside until that wave structure gets invalidated. So the question is, when does it get invalidated? Okay. Well, it gets invalidated pretty much the moment this top gets broken. My bearish count of 1, 2 gets invalidated. So so I'm looking for 1, 2, and a third wave here. That's going to get invalidated. The break if it breaks if price breaks 50, the last high. So that's your stop. Okay, ultimately. Now, I wouldn't put my stop up there because that's too far away from my taste. When I enter trades, I'd probably, just depends on where wave structure breaks. But if this is going to go up, if this goes up and makes one more high like this, I might take a short from there. A short, okay. Let's talk about that. See, this is where it's really dangerous for me to say what I'm about to say because I don't want anybody taking these setups that don't know what they're doing. But I've got a 3-wave move that's corrective. I'm looking for one more wave to the high, most likely. If I get one more wave, that's a good short. If this starts impulsing to the downside on any kind of a pullback wave, that's a good short. Stop is the break of the last wave. Get the stop as close as I can to the break of the last wave. So if this starts moving down like this, if I get a 3-wave pullback and the right look on the RSI, I'll take that short and the stop is here. Okay? Anyway, all right, let's take a look at Ethereum. I've kind of exhausted the Bitcoin chart, and let's look at Ethereum and see what the Ethereum chart's showing. Okay, now I'll just show you guys Elliott wavers. Okay, let me just show you something that's interesting. See that circled wave right there? That's what I call a trash wave. Because look at it. It was the top of this wave right here. But we didn't get 5 waves at the end. What did we get at the end? We didn't get 5. We got, come on, Jim. We got 3 down and 3 up. And this was a double correction, that double up. Right? It broke the top and then it just impulsed down. We didn't get a 5-wave move to the upside. We got a down wave, okay? So we got a down wave after 3 up. So the market can do whatever it wants to do. It sometimes will end in 3 waves. And so I'm looking at this wave. I was thinking today, oh, we got a nice impulse to the downside. It looked very impulsive, guys. It actually, this Ethereum was looking fantastic as an impulse wave. It's my primary count. I was looking at it today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. We got a 3-wave move to the back. That was a perfect entry for a short. And I'm short from right there. Okay. I did not cut my trade. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing now is I got 3 up, I got 3 down, and now I got 3 up. This looks very like it might continue down. However, I need it to come down. I needed it to start impulsing down. But I got a wave that takes us up very high as well, and this would be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that means we got a really, really big wave coming. But anyway, I think personally, I think this was just stop hunt. This was going to go down, but all this is stop hunt. They're just hitting the high one time, and then they're bringing it down, and that's what Ethereum's been doing, and that's my take on this right now. That's at least my bias in my mind that this count right now. This was a beautiful wave, except right here, this is trash up here. 1, 2. Okay, all that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. I got a nice impulse wave right there, 5 waves. Okay. That began something. I got a 3-wave pullback. Boom. It looked like it was done, but it gave us a stop hunt here, but I still think it's done and it's coming down. And this looks like a 1, 2 to the downside. We need the 3rd wave. That's, again, guys, that's my bias. That's what I think is going on here. Could I be wrong? Absolutely, I could be wrong. So you got to know that. But that's what I believe I'm looking at right now. This I cannot throw that count away, and I will not throw that count away until this high gets broken. If this comes up here and breaks that high, then that count goes away. I can no longer hold on to that count from an Elliott wave standpoint, and I'll have to trade something else. Even if it breaks the high up here, it doesn't demand that we're going to go to the moon, guys. It really doesn't. In fact, the wave structure here to me is very corrective in nature. It's much like this. Guys, we're getting a larger wave, but we're getting a fractal wave of this corrective wave that we got right there. This is the same type of fractal wave as this wave right there, just bigger. Okay? Let's zoom in and look at the nature of that other wave, and then we'll compare. Okay? Right here. We're going to pull the fibs right there. Came up beyond the 1618. Okay, we got 3 waves down, 3 waves up. Okay, and then boom, we went down big time. Okay, so that was a really impulse wave. And then now, but look at the same. But you see that 3 wave to the upside. That's what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we got boom. Yeah, boom, boom, right there. We got beyond the 1618 a lot deeper than this one. So that's the only caveat to this count. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe I'm just seeing things, right? And so that's always a possibility. But this kind of resembles, a double correction, a WXY that just broke the top. Liquidity hunt right here. But we need to see this thing come down. We need to see it come down. If it continues to go up, then Jim's wrong, and I'm okay being wrong. That's part of trading. I'm not here to make calls and get them all right. I'm here to trade this market, guys, and I'm applying Elliott wave very quickly. Okay. If this is an impulse wave, let me give you the bull count to the upside for an impulse wave. It's pretty easy to do. We're going to call this the bottom. It was truncated. It was 3 waves. Okay, and yeah, let's see. That's a good 4, and we're in the middle of the 5th wave. Okay, let's project the 5th wave. I'm going to say that this is going to be probably a 1-2-1-2. If that's the case, guys, we're probably looking at $3,400. It's probably going to get extended. 1, 2, 3, 4, extended 5th. Boom. That may be a little high. Maybe the 786, 3,400, 3,389. I'm not inclined to that count, but it could happen. It could totally happen. Interesting look on BTC here. That's an interesting wave. You guys, this looks like a finished impulse wave. Okay? Or it's finishing an impulse wave. So BTC looks like a reversal wave. Right now, as a potential, we got a 1, 2. This is 3. That could be 4, and now we're getting a 5th wave, or we're getting a flat for the 4th wave, and it's not done, and then we come down for a 5. So let's see what happens here on the small time frame. That's interesting. Let's look on the small time frame for Ethereum and see what the wave count is. So the way I was counting this earlier was a nice WXY. Okay, we got a W, that's 3. We got an X, that's 3. And then we got Y, that's 3. WXY. Pull the fibs on that guy. Measure that wave. It comes to the corrective pocket like we expect. Came to the 127 extension. 1272 almost. Yeah, actually right at it. So that's looking good. The only problem here is I don't have an impulse off the top. I need an impulse off the top. I'm going to go to the 30-second chart. Look at this wave. I got 1, 2. This could be a 1, 2. So the only way this can, see, this looks like 3 waves right there. It looks like it's going up from here, right? The only way this can be an impulse is that that's a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we go down from here. But this high, that gets invalidated the moment we break this high right here, this wave, right here. So the 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside count gets invalidated right there, and we get bullish. We get bullish from here. But guys, my bias, I'll be honest with you, is bearish. I am bearish. I'm looking for a larger move to the downside. However, I'm looking to invalidate that bearish count by some more upside here. If the wave structure begins to look more and more bullish to the upside, then I will let go of the bearish count and trade with the waves. But until then, I cannot in good conscience let it go. I cannot in good conscience let my bearish bias go. I believe these markets are due for a major disaster, though I don't think the major disaster is going to come tonight or right now. But we are at the end of the month. Okay, we're close of the month. Asia opens tomorrow, so let's see what Sunday brings. Sunday's tomorrow, so we'll see what Sunday brings. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to watch these, and I'm watching these small time frame waves with you. Let's look at XRP and ADA as well. So what we're trying to do is we're not just exhausting our TA on. I'm not done with Ethereum, but what I'm trying to do is I look at BTC and I look at the wave structures and say, okay, what does it look like it's making? What could it be doing very quickly? And then I look at ETH. And then I now want to look at XRP and ADA and see what the multiplicity of charts are doing, because they're all going to move in general in the same direction. And one chart may have more clarity than the other chart. In fact, this morning the EOS chart was one of the most clear of all the charts. It looks like there needs to be one more wave to the downside on EOS. So I'll look at EOS in just a minute, but I've got the XRP chart right here. Let's look at XRP. Okay, it looks like I have a very, very nice WXY that just finished. We've hit the high. It looks about done. We hit the 127 extension. I've got, yeah, I mean, it's a very plausible finished wave with a potential reversal wave right here beginning. I need to see a 1-2 happening here. So that's possible. I have a very nice impulsive wave here. Let me show you how I count this as an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 5 right there. That's a beautiful impulse. It's a bit of a diagonal because this kind of breaks the 1, and so it's a bit of a expanding diagonal. It's not a great wave in the world. It's not the best wave in the world, but I also can count that as a WXY as well, and so I can count that a couple of ways. So either this is a diagonal where the 4 overlaps the 1 barely by a wick, or this is a WXY, and that we indeed are getting ready to impulse to the upside. My problem with an impulse here on XRP, if you'll look at the wave, let me zoom in a little bit and show you. This first wave is 3 waves. It does not look like 5 waves. It looks like 3 waves. Okay, I got 3 there. I don't have 5 there, unless I get smaller. Let's see what the smaller time frame looks like. Yeah, that looks like a 3-wave move, pullback, and then 5 waves. A, B, C right there. Okay, it measures like a 3-wave move. If I put the fibs on it, boom, it came to the 127. That is a very 3-wave-ish corrective move. Okay, then what happens? I get 3 waves down. That's a corrective wave. So there's W and X, 3 and 3. And now I'm getting a Y wave, which is a 3-wave move. This is an ABC. It's a flat in and of itself. If I put the fibs on this one's a little extended. Came past the 1618, but nevertheless, no, it didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong fibs. Yeah, right there. Yeah, this one came past the 1618, but not too bad. It just wicked, and then it reversed. I got a nice engulfing candle here on the 1 minute time. I mean, well, it's got to be an engulfing on a higher time frame or a wick. That's a beautiful turnaround. So this is a very clear corrective structure that I know called the WXY. That means XRP is looking to the downside. Okay, XRP is one of the charts here that looks most clearly like it's going down to the downside. However, again, the market can do whatever it wants, but the structure, to me right now, with all the information that I have, if I get more information that changes my mind, great. I can change my mind as the information comes in. But what's happening right now looks very corrective. That means I'm looking for a pullback and then a continuation to the downside on XRP. I'm looking for that and then that. Okay, something like that. XRP looks very, very corrective. Zooming out, let's zoom out and look at XRP on the 4-hour chart just to get a perspective here. Okay, let me remove my fibs here because it's all gobbledygook. Okay, there we go. So my take on this wave is that this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that's done. And now we're impulsing to the downside. I got a 5-wave down, a 3-wave pullback. I got another 5 waves down, possibly. Yeah. This is a tough count here. This could be an ABC that's finished, and we could be going up. It's a possibility. Man, this is a tough count. This overall move here came to the 3618, but this looks like it needs to. I don't know. I go back and forth on it. We're in the middle of this wave. It makes it difficult. We never hit the 1-to-1 extension. I really would like to hit the 1-to-1. This went up in 3, came down in 3. This might be going up in 5. So, all right, guys, here's a count that I haven't really considered in XRP. That this could be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be a flat right here. Comes up and breaks the high and then comes down fast. And that would be, yeah, I don't like that count though, because this starts with 5 waves as a leading diagonal. Yeah, I don't like that count. I never did hit the 1-to-1 yet. I don't like this as a 4th wave, though it's possible it is. I don't like it as a 4th wave because it only wicked this, so I can fudge that maybe and call this a 1, 2. All this is 3, 4. Now we're getting the 5th wave to the downside. Gets us that last wave to the downside I've been talking about. Like for Bitcoin, it'll be some kind of an impulse down, and it'll finish out this 3 wave. There's a lot about that account that I don't like. This wave right here in particular kind of resembles a flat right there. This looks like 3, 3, but I don't have 3 here. I've got 5. So that's not a, see, it's a problematic wave for me. But I like this count the best. Maybe this count 4, 5, and it's truncated. This could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and we might be going down. So there's no clarity here. There's no clarity here on this chart. Let's go to ADA, see if there's any clarity on that chart. Bunch of trash is what that is. See, I looked at ADA this morning thinking we need to go up. This is 1, 2, that's 3, this is 4, I need 5. Come up and break the high. ADA needs to go up. So that was my bias this morning on ADA, but it hasn't moved. I was expecting ADA to kind of pop by itself while maybe Ethereum and Bitcoin were making smaller moves, corrective moves to the upside. But I was expecting more. But ADA looks like it needs to come up and break this high. That's the way ADA looks. So ADA looks moon boyish, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a 5th wave right here. So let's look in the small time frames and see if it's an impulse wave here. 5. Oh, that's so trashy. Okay. What is that? This market is about to tell us what it's doing. All right, I've been ignoring the chat a little bit. Let me just catch up a little bit. Nate, yeah, when I say Asia, I'm talking about the Asian market. Anywhere in Asia. Their banks. I mean, they just opened on Saturday. Tomorrow, actually, this is Sunday for them. Tomorrow night at 7 a.m. will be Monday morning. 7 a.m. my time is Monday morning for them. So there's a lot of volatility around the Asian market open. Excuse me. Uh, Misplaced. When you say descending triangle with a false breakout on the 4 hour, what chart are you talking about? Yeah, I agree. Misplaced. I mean, I'm bearish as well. JGD, I'm a day trader, so shorting XRP not that big of a deal. I'm just looking for one more wave to the downside, then we'll see where it goes from there. I don't need to invert the chart. I'm able to look both ways at it without inverting the chart. I'm pretty good at being pretty neutral. I just tell you what I see in the waves. I'm an Elliott wave trader, so anyway. You're ignoring me too. Gotcha. That's funny. A little bit of volatility to the downside here on see, this is starting to turn into an impulse, guys. This has gone beyond a three-wave correction, just three waves and then up. This is looking more like an impulse now. So the way, and that's the beauty of watching the small time frame. Okay. XRP reversing, Matt. Oh yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good. XRP looks great for a short. So yeah, this is looking like an impulse now, guys. And so the way we measure impulses, and when we see impulses, they let us know wave direction. Okay, so yeah, this looks great. I mean, this looks fantastic. So I'm looking at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and now a fifth wave. Okay, it's finishing a fifth wave. Either that or this is still part of the third wave. So after 5 waves, guys, what we expect from in an Elliott world, come on. If this is a finished 5 waves, that's great. If we get a 3 wave pullback, okay, that comes back 3 waves and retests 50 to 60% of that wave, if it looks good for 3 waves, we take that short all day long. That's an Elliott wave setup. That's great. So we look for the impulses, look for the pullbacks, and then we go short. And that's going to be a larger, that's going to be part of, that's going to be a 1-2 of a larger Elliott wave to the downside. Okay, so that's actually going to be part of a larger structure. We look for our entries around the 1 minute chart. So that's a setup we play all the time. We got an impulse looking for a 3 wave pullback. Once we get that 3 wave pullback, we enter short and stop loss at the top, and that's it, as Chemo just said. And that's one of our setups. And we wait for that. We don't jump in down here because we're going to get this retrace wave usually. Um, we usually jump in at the top where the fibs are. So, and that's what I like to trade. But anyway, yeah, this is looking great, guys, to the downside. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We're starting to get the move I was expecting. This is looking really, really good. See, when you get this first move at the daily open, it's shenanigans. Tends to be shenanigans. It got a lot of people FOMOing. Okay? Now we're going to get a lot of FOMOers short. And what will happen is people will come in short around this region, and then they'll do this trick. They'll bring it back up, make you think, oh, you were wrong, it's going up. And you're not wrong. It's going to give you a 3 wave pullback, and then you're going to go down. That's why you just let this happen. Let the reversal come on up, and then you take the short when it comes back up. Now, Let's talk. Let me talk. Oh, sorry. Let me talk. Let me talk. Instead of an impulse, let me talk about what else this could be. Because I see a shape this could be. Anybody else know how this could be a corrective wave? That could be three waves, three waves, three waves. That could be a WXY. And that resembles, the way they made this resembles a five-wave impulse with with an extended fifth wave. It resembles that. That's why we use multiple charts. This could be a three-wave move to the downside, and they could come on up. So this could be a bullish count as well, where they just come on up. So we got to be careful. So that's why when and if this comes up, we want to see how it comes up. Does it come up in three waves, or does it come up starting impulsing and breaking the high? If it breaks the high, we're invalid. Our count of this being five waves is invalid, and we got to go back to the three-wave validation. If I pull the fibs on this move like this, you see how we hit the one-to-one. That would be, this could be a WXY, or interpreted again as a as an impulse wave with an extended fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now this is 5 with an extended fifth. And that's what makes extended fifths tricky, because this kind of resembles a three-wave move if you look at it. So which one is it? A three-wave move to pull back, and then, or what? Now keep in mind, again, something else we got to consider, we got to pay attention to, and I don't think this is going to play, but we got to pay attention to the idea that this could be a flat. 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then 5 waves down. I need to see 5 waves develop. Here, we pull the fibs on that guy right there. Again, this may sound like a bunch of gobbledygook to a lot of you, but this is Elliott in practice. It's a lot to learn. You're not going to learn it in 1 month, guys. But those guys that really do their homework and watch the videos and practice, and they grow fast. In about 3 months, you can really learn Elliott well, or start getting proficient at Elliott Wave. Okay, 3 months to 6 months, you'll start really getting good. If you do the homework and if you work hard. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is a possible count. I really like. You see a box. All right, here's your box, Chemo. Here's your box. So yeah, if this comes down in 5 waves here, down here, we'll watch for reversal around the 1-to-1 or the 127 or the 1414 or the 1618. It could reverse around there. So, all right, let's look at ADA here. I never did get to ADA. See, this could be some kind of ugly impulse, 3-wave pullback, and now this is just ugly. I don't like this at all. This looks so corrective. ADA is ugly as sin. All right, let's look at EOS just for kicks. So I'm looking for EOS because one of the charts that you guys are doing are following one of these. Okay, so that's why we don't need to do TA on every one of these charts, right? We generally just look at it. Sorry. I'll check out XTZ in a minute. The only problem with saying that's a 3-3, this didn't come up 90%, Rivers, so we needed to see this come up 90%. I'd be much more inclined to see this as an impulse wave if it continues down. Oh, I like what I'm seeing. I like this. Love what I'm seeing right now. This is what I expected to see. Excuse me. Come on. Keep rocking. Keep rocking. Let's finish EOS here. So let's make sense of EOS. It's larger time frame. See how beautiful this is? This is a beautiful flat. EOS is just a really nice chart. It's got a 3 there, a 3 there, and then a 5. And it came around the area we expect to see it finished. This could be a 3-wave move, or this could be 1-2, now a 1-2. And that could be a 1-2-1-2. 5-minute chart, let's look at it. One, two, three, four, five. Looks like a finished 5-wave move there. This is a really ugly. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it's super ugly. I was liking this better as a flat. This morning I was really liking this. But this kind of screwed everything up, to be honest with you. I do not have good clarity here with EOS. That does look like a finished 5 waves. Doesn't look like 3 waves. That means we may only see a 3-wave move to the downside, and then we go up from there. The problem is we didn't really, on the 3-wave down, didn't really hit. Did we hit the 1-to-1? I don't think we did. Nice. I'm trading ETH. It's looking great. It's looking so good. Remember I said earlier how it was looking. Somebody said, "Oh, it looks bullish to me." I mean, it always looks bullish until it reverses, guys, and you just got to realize that. And that's what educating yourself on wave structure and how waves really move. And that's why studying Elliott is so important, guys. Because educating yourself on how waves really move and why they move. Because you'll end up the market will take your money with these bullish waves out of nowhere. But if you really understand wave structure, then you find yourself much more calm and you can chill out. We didn't get to the 1-to-1. That's the only problem I had there. But that up wave really kind of screwed me up there. Well, we're not confirmed yet to the downside, so we got to see here. We got to see once this wave finishes. Once this wave is done, it's going to pull back in 3. We've got to see that, though. I got to see it pull back in 3, and then we'll get the correction to the downside. Okay, but I got to see this impulse finish. I want to see a 3-wave pullback, and then I want to see the continuation wave to the downside. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it, buddy. Let's look at XTZ real fast, since Chemo brought it up, because that's my man. Let's give it up for Chemo, my moderator, my man, my right-hand man. Oh, yeah, look at XTZ. Well, I had 100 people earlier, only 80 now. I lost you guys. Am I too boring? Probably. All right, yeah, this looks so impulsive, guys, so impulsive. 1, 2, just such a big extended wave. Oh yeah, this is looking great. Fantastic. Go, baby, go. But that's why I did this tonight with you guys. We'll see. And I'm hanging on the clock with you a little bit because I knew tonight was going to kind of be maybe a night for some shenanigans, and maybe the beginning. This might be just the beginning of a move to the downside, but it may also be corrective. So I'm going to keep giving you some final thoughts here shortly once I see this start to play out. We'll see. This is pretty overextended here. 30-second chart though. Yeah, 1 minute's getting pretty extended. So what we're going to do, we're going to really pay attention to this wave here, guys, right here. We got to really really be mindful of this wave right in this region. We want to make sure we don't get a reversal off of that this is just a big flat right here, and then we go up from there. So we want to make sure that this could be a long entry right there if this is just a big flat. If it blows through this area, okay, and it blows through the 1618, then that's great. Then we're yeah, Chuck, I do. I have premium. And the best time to buy it, just so you know, is Black Friday. Black Friday. It's like half price or something like that. That's the best time to buy it. Well, we're going to get a pullback here because we're overextended on the RSI. So we're probably going to get a little bit of a pullback. So just be aware of that. XTZ is a tough chart. This just looks like stop hunting stuff, man. That just looks like it. This thing's going. I think this thing's about to tank. That's just all this is just kind of manipulative end of wave stuff, in my opinion. I might be wrong on that, but here, let me just tell you what it gives me the sense of. It gives me the sense of this right here. Up, no up, no up, down. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. X-Force Global. Let's see what your question is. XRP in a third now. Establishing a fourth wave. No, not if it's a yes, possibly. Or you got to keep in mind that 5 waves might be done on XRP. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I'll show you. Now, there's 2 ways to look at this. This could be a big flat right here. That's just a really, really big extended flat. It's extended beyond. It started with 3 waves here, 3 waves down, and now 5 waves is finished to the upside. So that's a possible count. But I see what you're saying. You want to kind of say, yeah, that's 1, 2. You want to say that's 3, 4, and then we go up for 5. It's a possibility. It's always a possibility, right? So yeah, that's a potential. But I look at XRP in light of the rest of the market as well. Yeah, it's hard. We didn't make the 1-to-1. I think this just needs to come deeper. And so I've had trouble with some of these waves in here. But that's very bearish looking right there. Let's go to the 10-minute. 3 WXY to the upside, and now we're impulsing to the downside. That looks great. Let's see if it finishes the impulse. Keep in mind, this could be a shenanigan wave to the downside, and then we go up. So, but keep in mind. But we have broken structure. This is the 10-minute time frame. We've broken structure. We've broken it on the 15-minute time frame. We generally get a retest and a continuation to the down. I do not see XRP as a 33333 like you're talking about, X-Force Global. It's not a triangle as far as I can tell. I think this could be this, buddy. This could be a 1-2, 1-2 to the downside, and it could be very bearish, a lot more bearish than you think. This could be market reversal. I mean, or this could be a 1-2 to the upside. This could just be part of a deeper 2-wave. So, in other words, this could be a reversal 5-wave move here for XRP. So the correction might be done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now this is A, that's B, we're going to get C, and then we go up for XRP. So that's a good bullish count for XRP. But we got to get this bear move first. Get down to $1.08 or something like that. Come and retest this low, and then we go up bullishly. That's a possibility. This could be a 1-2. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll keep that in mind too, bullish counts. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, this 3-wave move right there, buddy, could be finished. That could be 1-2. Now if we break this low, the 1-2 and then up is invalidates the 1-2, right? So keep that in mind. So if this low gets broken, then it's probably a 1-2, 1-2 to the downside, and that's super bearish. Congratulations, People's Gardener, on your short there. Congratulations. Just be careful, okay? Devar Ansari says, do you say you think the move that we had up over the last month as a correction from the big drop down towards okay, so do you see this move that we had up over the last month as a correction from the big drop? Yeah, exactly. It was just a 3-wave pullback, a flat that just finished. Exactly. That's what I would think. Yeah, I don't like Elliott doesn't really have a descending triangle. Well, I mean it does. I mean okay. Triangles, just so you know, misplaced triangles have to have 3 waves in all of them, okay? But these are impulses. These are 5-wave moves down. They're not 3 waves. Triangles are formed by 3-wave moves. It's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, okay? It's going to be A, B, C, D, E, okay? And every one of those waves, you're going to be able to count 3 waves within it. So, yeah, I do not agree on the triangle. The market is triangular. Let me show you. I'll do ACH for you. Let me show you a really, really bearish look that looks like a triangle when it's starting. Let me show you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now watch this. And I just want to explain it and show this to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm going to do the subwaves of the 3rd wave right here, okay? Let's get this like this. All right, subwaves of the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to do the subwaves of this 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to draw it now. As it's being formed, it looks like a triangle. A, B, C, D, E. And you think it's going up, but it goes down. Why? Because that is actually a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it looks like a triangle, but it's really a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 of a huge big wave coming. Okay? That you end up getting this big old wave to the downside. Okay? But that looks triangular, but it's not a triangle. And I've seen those formations happen all the time. And sometimes you can just get a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that also looks like that. It kind of looks triangular. See how this kind of gives you the triangular shape there? The market is triangular, right? But you got to understand that all of these waves, if they're triangles, they're going to be 3 waves. But when you start getting impulses, a 5-wave and a 5-wave and a 5-wave down, that's not a triangle, okay? So I sharply disagree with that being a triangle because the wave count and experience tells me it's not a triangle. It's not a triangle. Get to the chopper. We're going down. I told you. We're going down. This guy's crazy. I come to the channel to get crypto technical analysis. And he does impressions. It's crazy. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jay Bird, thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. All right. What's up, y'all? My daughter just got home from work. I'm on my YouTube channel, but go ahead. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, oh man, Ethereum looking fantastic. But let's talk about Ethereum, guys. Let's talk about that wave structure. Chuck, what theory got invalidated? Which one, buddy? Let's look at the wave structure here. Small time frame. You got 1 2 1 2. That's a 1 2 1 2. Big old wave there. Oh, the Home Alone theory. Yeah, no, my family's back there doing their thing. This is looking fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this game. Anybody play Tiger Woods golf? There was always a guy in every year that I played it. There's always a guy in the background crowd when you hit the ball. I love this game. We love that guy. That's my favorite. That's my favorite sound in Tiger Woods golf in the old days. And you talk about the old days. I think the last version of Tiger Woods golf that I had was like 2010, maybe 2007, maybe. So I don't know about the later versions. And anyway. All right, this is looking fantastic. This is the kind of wave I wanted to see. So now, here's the count we got to be careful of. The count we got to be careful of and really watch here as traders is, do we have an A, B, C here, flat, that's going to go up? Okay? Because that could be a 3, 3, 5. Okay? And then we're going up. Now, I'm not a big fan of that count. My take is, guys, this is probably going to keep falling. It's going to get impulsive to the downside. And my count that I'm looking for is basically 1, 2, and then we're going down big time 3. It's going to be a big 3 to the downside. So dumpy Sunday probably, or Monday. We'll see how the waves form and how long they take. Because, guys, it'll come down fast, and then it'll sometimes take a half a day to a day to correct in a corrective wave to the upside. They'll really draw it out. They'll bring it down really fast, and then they'll correct it. Yeah, misplaced. That's right. September has been bearish. So yeah, I got a couple ideas. So I was sharing this earlier. So one idea here is that all this is just a 3-wave move to the downside. Okay, it's like a 4th wave or something like that. So this could be something like this: a 1, 2. This could be 3. This could be 4, and then we go up for an extended 5th, if we get an extended fifth in the first part of September, that goes like just parabolic and really fast in like a week or so, and then we have just this major crash and dump at the latter part of September. So you get a big bullish move at the beginning of September, like a rally, after this bearish fake out to the downside that I'm calling for right now, and then boom up. So that would be a way to look at this wave, and that gets us up to all-time highs. But guys, you need to be sellers up here. If that happens, you need to be sellers up here. That is correct, Devar. That is correct. All right, ACH. Let's look at that one real quick. Yeah. Oh, I don't look at crap coins, guys. I'm sorry. Don't ask for crap coins because crap coins. Elliott just doesn't work in crap, especially if they don't have any hit price history. Elliott just doesn't work for those, and there's just no Elliott here. Um, yeah. So I mean, you wanna kind of say, okay, I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I just don't like the shape of that. It doesn't look good. What I'd be more inclined to is a 3, 3, 5, and then down again. To take back all this back down to here or something. I don't know. See, there's just no Elliott that's going to help. Unfortunately, I can't help you there on that one. Okay. All right, guys, there it is. There's the TA for tonight. Let's do some final analysis here and the final warnings. Okay, final warnings here. Here's what it is. 3 wave, and a 3 and a 3, and then this could be a 5. So watch out for this right here. That might be yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It might get bullish from here. So this could be a flat right here, which would imply up we go. This is a bullish move. We are very on the, let's see, on the 5-minute time frame, we are oversold, but we could get a little bit more oversold. But we are oversold. Let's look at the 15 minutes. Right, it could go either way. 1 hour. 1 hour has a bearish divergence here. I like that. This could go on down. Okay. So keep in mind this could be a flat right here. So watch out for that in the market. This could be a flat. We could be. Let me see. Go back to the small time frame here. This is Ethereum. This could be some kind of flat right here. Boom. Watching this area. It could go up from there. But if it rolls over and goes down, that's great news. That's great news. If we bust this, if we bust the bottom here, let me give you a target. So if we go down, let me give you some targets here. I'd be watching 29.66. That'd be the first target I watch right there. Boom. What's the next target? Well, we look at the corrective pocket right here. We watch these, but there's no support here. So 29.66, and if we break that, oh man, guys, if we break 29.66, it's going to be a lot more bearish than that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one, James. That may be correct, but I'm not sure. A small move back to 49.5. Well, no, that was a great short because this might keep Umberto. Yeah, it could totally go down from here, and you had to watch the live from earlier to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we could just totally go down from here, but it's going to go down a wave, so you might get a pullback and then continuation, right? So yeah, it could totally go down. I do like that as a short. I am already short, but here's what I'm on guard for. This is a known structure called a flat. A flat is when you have a three wave down, a three wave up. It can break the top, and that's called an expanded flat. And then you get an impulse to the downside like this, or you can have flats that go. Come on, you can have flats that go up, and or you can have one like this that goes down like that. That's a flat. Just okay, and this could go up for you. Okay, so that's a possibility of this being a flat, and that's a corrective wave. It's designed to fool people. It gets people in the wave long here, takes them out, and then goes their direction. And it's what the market does. The market does a lot of flats, and so I'd be on guard right there for this being a potential flat. So we're going to watch and see if this thing reverses in this range or down anywhere between here and the 1618. Okay. Now, more than likely, this is going to be 5 waves to the downside. So I need to see 5 waves. Right now, I don't have 5 finished waves. This might be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and we get 5. So that might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so watch this area. Then you're going to get a 3-wave pullback. And so this is an area to be thinking about taking profit on your short, potentially letting it come back. If it comes back in 3 waves, then you re-enter your short or you add to your position. But if it breaks this high, it's going up and it's going to go up deep. Okay? Yep. And I just talked about that. So yeah, we talked past each other. Breaking 29.66, the high may be in, yes. It's not that simple, but yes, maybe. If you want to learn more about this, guys, and learn how to do it technically, I'm just drawing stuff and giving you general ideas. We do it. I offer setups on the fly in my second tier of my group. If you want to come on into the Patreon, come on in. Just become a Patreon supporter. I'll get you into the Discord, and we'll get you set up. And we'll teach you what we know. It'll take a while. You'll need to stay in the Discord for 2 or 3 months to really start catching on, especially if you do your homework. But don't think coming in you're just going to copy our trades and do well. It's not like that. It doesn't work that way. There is no group. If you're in a signal group, there's no group where unless you learn how to trade, do the signals ever work. You have to know how to trade a signal. You can't just trade somebody else's setup without good risk management. So really my Discord's all about learning to trade and learning to manage your risk and learning good trading psychology. I'm all about psychology, guys, because that's what makes or break a trader. It's not Elliott Wave, but you need to learn Elliott Wave. Elliott Wave will help your psychology. I've got one guy in there now. Maybe if you're here, maybe you could say something, buddy. You know who you are. You might share in the chat how Elliott Wave has helped your psychology because you've been sharing with me in private chats and in the Discord and whatnot as we've been talking and getting to know each other. How that's Elliott Wave has just helped your psychology as a trader. So, hey Max, what's up, my man? All right, we'll see you, Misplaced. Glad you're here. Glad you came, and great interacting with you. Yeah, still short, Max. Still short. But we're looking for a potential one more wave to the downside and a potential, maybe a flat. That might be a flat, maybe not. We'll see. Chuck, you're welcome. My pleasure. But it might just be a three-wave pullback. Either way, this is an area, 48.1, 48.3 in that area. Yeah, it could be just a three-wave or a big long that comes up. Basically, the RSI, Jaybird. That's the only indicator I use is the RSI. The RSI is pretty oversold on the 2-minute and 5-minute, but I don't have any divergence, so it looks like there's going to be more downside to come. Yeah, feel free to go long on Discord, Max, if you want to, buddy. I'm about finished here. You can give your perspective. All right, hey PM, I will get to you as soon as I'm done the live. I will. Oh, you subscribed. If you became a Patreon, I'll send you an email. But if you just subscribed, glad you did. Welcome to the channel. With that said, guys, I hope you all have a great night. It's been a good live. Rewatch it. Lots to learn in this one. It was a great live, and we had nice volatility. Let's see what happens tonight, guys. It could go up and break the high, so watch out for that, or we could get a three-wave pullback and continuation to the downside. That's pretty much what's at stake tonight. So as this first wave finishes right here, are we getting 3 waves or are we getting 5 waves to the upside? So you really need to watch that, okay? But you guys have a great night. Good luck, guys. May the force be with you. May God bless your trading. And peace out. Take it easy.